So, now let's discuss what is learner-centered. Kung naririnig man natin ng learner, sino nga po ba yun? Diba yung mga student? So, yung learner-centered daw is nakafocus lang daw po sa mga student, hindi lang po sa teacher. Ang mga teacher natin nagbibigay ng info. Pero tayong mga estudyante, doon po tayo natututo. Pag kunwari nagtuturo si teacher, then nagre-recite po tayo. So, ina-adapt natin, nakapagbigay tayo ng mga information. Yun po yung ibig sabihin ng learner-centered. So, ang mga student is yun po yung center.
Ito ay isang teor o paraan pagkatuto kung saan ang kaalaman na nabubuo at nabubuo ng mag-aaral mismo. Ibig sabihin, ang student ang aktibong gumagawa ng paraan para matuto sa pamamagitan ng pag-isip, pagtuklas, at pag-unawa. Okay?
Now let's discuss the difference of the learner-centered and constructivist. So, ang learner-centered, dito po is nakasentro po ang mga mag-aaral. So, sa constructivist naman po, is ito po ay paraan ng pagkatuto ng isang mag-aaral sa sariling karanasan at sa na-adapt niyang knowledge sa kanilang mga guro. So, ibig sabihin, natututo sila sa sarili nilang paraan. Katulad ng pagtatanong nila during class. At saka sa pagiging collaborative at sa pagkamalikhain nila. So, yun po yung constructivist. Tinatawag po natin.
Good day, everyone. Today I will be discussing to all of you some of the challenges in implementing learner-centered approach. These include the student resistance, assessment difficulties, and also the resource limitation. Firstly, the student resistance. For example, their teacher asked them to make a project or research, but some of them might be complaining like, "Mama, hirap naman po, pwede pa explain po ulit?" This showed that they are more reliant on their teacher rather than being independent to their own. Okay, next. Next is the assessment difficulties. Assessment difficulties is more on measuring the capacity of a student using the standardized test. Standardized test is more on memorization rather than critical thinking skills or creativity. For example, a student might be very good in hands-on tasks, like creating a project or demonstrating a lesson, but when it comes to written test, bumaba ang score niya. This happened because the test only measure the memorization, not real understanding or creativity. Okay, now let's proceed to the last challenges of the learner-centered approach, the resource limitation. When we say resource limitation, it's sometimes lack of technology, lack of classroom space. Without these resources, it becomes difficult to fully apply the learner-centered strategies. For example, if there are not enough computers or projectors in the classroom, group activities that needed research or presentation becomes harder to do. Halimbawa rin, kung kulang tayo sa mga art materials, hindi natin naaayos yung paggawa ng mga hands-on activities.
This is the school that focus in our topic. The first is the University of Southeastern Philippines. This university College of Teacher Education and Technology that focus on theories like constructivism to develop their own decision and to be creative learners. And the next one is the Far Eastern University, kung tinatawag is FEU. This university is involved to student-centered learning, which means Kung ang University of Southeastern Philippines is unconnected sa construction business,